What's going on, guys? Sharpshot here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So for today's video, we're going to be ranking and looking at the top 5 best survivor offerings in Dead by Daylight 2021. Quickly before we get into the video, I just want to explain what offerings actually do. Offerings are another part of your loadout before going into the game. Just like an item and a perk, you have to equip this before the trial, and once the trial actually happens, it's basically like a little token that the game consumes, just like an item if you were to die in a trial. And these offerings have various abilities like giving bonus blood points, affecting the map you're going to be on, giving more luck, just to name a few. Once the offerings are consumed, before you actually load into the game, you'll see the black screen that shows all of the offerings that the survivors and the killers have brought into the trial with them, and you can hover over them to see the little description of the offering. Some offerings are secret to the opposite side, so for example, if a killer runs a secret offering like a Mori, the survivors won't know what that offering is in the loading screen. And if you go into the pause menu, you can also see the offerings and hover over them to see the descriptions of them. And the only way to actually get these offerings is through your blood web, just like the items and the perks. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Coming in at number 5, we have the White Ward. White Ward is a very rare offering that protects you from losing your items and add-ons if you die in the trial. This is really good if you're bringing a crazy item and add-on combo, like if you're bringing a red key with blood amber, or you're bringing a brand new part combo with a purple toolbox and crazy stuff like that. If you don't have that many of those really good items and you still want to use them, this is a great offering to actually use to protect you from losing them. Just a little heads up, if you actually drop the items that you have in the trial and you die without the item in your possession, you don't get covered by a White Ward. The only way you actually get covered by it is if you have it equipped on you when you die. Coming in at number 4, we have the Shiny Coin. The Shiny Coin is a very rare offering that basically spawns 2 extra chests in the map. In a trial, you start with 3 chests, so bringing this, you'll have a total of 5 chests around the map, which is really good for bonus loot and if you're running like a loot build. And it's also really good for the other teammates in the trial too, because they can get items as well. It's also really good in advancing the progress in the trial and getting a little advantage in having a ton of items at your disposal to use against the killer. It'll be really good if you get a toolbox or a med kit or maybe even a key. You'll have 5 chances of getting those really good items in the trial. Coming in at number 3, we have Fragrant Bog Laurel. Fragrant Bog Laurel is a rare offering that gives you 100% bonus blood points in the objective category at the end of the trial. You basically get double the blood points in the objectives category, and the objectives is the easiest category to max out of the 4 categories in objective, altruism, boldness, and survival, because all you have to do is work on gens and unlock a couple chests and do some totems here and there, and you'll basically have it maxed out every single trial. So this is the best category to have the double blood points is, because you'll get the most blood points out of this category. And some blood point offerings are affecting all the survivors in the trial, but this is a personal one that only gives you 100% more blood points and nobody else. Coming in at number 2, we have the Annotated Blueprint. This is probably going to be a hot take, but Annotated Blueprint is actually a common offering that tremendously increases the chance of spawning hatch in the killer shack. By tremendously increases, this basically guarantees that the hatch will always spawn at killer shack if you put this offering on. If there is a map like an indoor map that doesn't have a killer shack, then this offering is basically useless and nothing really happens because there's no killer shack for it to spawn, so it just spawns like a regular hatch. This is a really high risk, high reward offering because not only do you get to see the offering, the killer does as well. It's not a secret to the killer, so you guys will both know that the hatch is going to spawn at killer shack. At the end of the game, if the killer is smart, they're going to go straight to the killer shack to try and catch you at hatch. But with that being said, this offering is better than the one that spawns the hatch in the main building, because killer shacks are usually off to a corner of the map, and if the killer is hooking the last person really far away from the killer shack and you're sitting right on top of the hatch at killer shack, you have a really good chance of actually escaping. And this is also really good if you bring in a key. You can just get an easy hatch escape because you'll know right where the hatch is right when it spawns in. Finally, coming in at number 1, we have the Escape Cake. The Escape Cake is an uncommon offering that gives you 100% bonus blood points in all of the blood point categories at the end of the trial. So this offering gives you double the blood points at the end of the trial, which is insane if you're grinding blood points. And if you had a really good game, you'll get so many blood points every single game running this offering. This is a personal offering, so this doesn't give 100% blood points to all of the other survivors as well. It's only to you. But having a blood point build comboed with this offering will give you the chance of getting so many blood points. So yeah, guys, those were the top 5 5 survivor offerings. Let me know in the comments what your favorite survivor offering is, and if you agree with my rankings, I'd be really interested to see you guys' input on that. So yeah guys, that's been the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. This has been Sharpshot, and I will see you guys in the next video.